Families of the Bible. We're looking at a family today. We don't see that the family has children. All we know is the name of the husband and wife. So let's look at it together. Priscilla and Aquila. What we know about these two people is that they were teachers. Also, they were tent makers. They were with Paul and they were working together with Paul. Often I see a lot of ministry that say we work together as a husband and wife, and they take this couple as an example. But it's one of the rare couples that you see doing it. You don't see Peter's wife, you don't see James' wife, you don't see any of the apostles' wife. We know they're there because we hear Paul mentioning them. You don't see them working the same way as we see this couple working together. What are they teaching us today as a couple? One, it's important to support each other. I used to work a lot with children, but not my wife. My wife would support me, but I was the one that carried that burden. But when we went into prayer meetings, my wife was the one that was more the one entering that area. I like to pray, I do pray, but again, supporting one another, it's something that we need to do in ministry, especially as a family. We have children, and if you're a worship leader or you're a Sunday school teacher or whatever you're doing for the Lord, it might be even helping at a soup kitchen. Wherever you're doing, we need to support one another so that each of us can be able to flourish in what God is calling us without sacrificing the family. We need to take care of family, and I believe that take care of the family, God will take care of it for sure. The second thing that I learned is in words. When you encourage people, you encourage them in words and you applaud their actions. You value what they're doing, not boasting their ego, just encouraging, just saying, go, I'll take care of the dishes. Yes, there's no problem. You can have that Zoom meeting to help that other person that is going through a hard time. And that is something that I've learned in ministry. If you support one another, you're stronger. But it doesn't mean that if I'm doing something, my wife has to be beside me praying. No, she can be doing something also, but united together, not two islands, but one island, working together for the glory of God, because we are one in God. Priscilla and Aquila were the same way. There's a verse, it's in Ephesians 4, it says in verse 2, it says, be completely humble and gentle. I think that's what we need to do as a couple, to be gentle and humble, supporting each other. The second, be patient. Yes, patient. I remember as a child, my father was the evangelist. He used to talk about Jesus everywhere. And we were in the car. We had to wait for my father. He was going to finish. And my mom was in the car helping us go through the time to make sure that my dad could be talking about Jesus. But then when my mom got into encouraging people, it was my dad who was encouraging us to, hey, your mom is encouraging people. So just be patient. She's going to come after. And she was doing Sunday school. We're encouraging each other. That's what we need to do, to encourage each other. And the last thing is bearing with one another in love. One thing I found as a couple, everything has to be in love, in God's love. If you support, it's out of love, not out of pity, not because, it's my turn. You see them doing it, working together, making tents, and then helping Paul spread the good news. See, even couples without children in the Bible that we don't hear about can teach us to be couples that bring glory to God. Shalom.